Marketing is a core thing for every business. It is basically the tool that you use to get more clients month to month. If you don't have something like this properly set up for your business, especially in today's world with the whole advertising online, all the AIs coming up, you are missing out on a lot of jobs. Today I want to show you the real cost of not running ads for your business. I speak with a lot of local businesses who say referrals have been good, they're getting enough jobs, making enough money. But they've always wanted to grow a step further than where they're at right now. It's very simple. Referrals are not predictable. You can't get referrals consistently. You'll have good months, you'll have bad months, and you're just relying on guesswork at this point. And for some reason, people think not running ads is something that they decided before. And here's the thing. I am sure that you're seeing everyone online advertising, telling you about advertising, how the importance of advertising, but you continue to make an active decision not to run these ads. It is not a decision you made before. It's a decision that you're making actively, day by day. You might not have enough data to see the real damage that this is doing to the business. Try my best today to break down and explain the real cost and see if you can make a decision today to start advertising for your business. So far this year, we served over 10 businesses, and from the industry standards that we looked at from 2025 and 2026, the average lead value is 40 leads a month with a $22 cost per lead. So this is the numbers that we're going to be basing off of everything that I'm going to go over today. As I was saying, referrals are unpredictable. This is a very rough visual of what referrals look like in terms of jobs generated month to month. Now, might be different for you. Maybe you had better months, more consistent months, but it's not going to be always the case. And I'm sure if you've been in the business for over 10 years, you have had phases during the year where it's always just up and down. It's not consistent. You never know if someone needs a job. You never know if the person you're going to work with will refer you to someone else. So it's just not reliable, especially if you're trying to grow the business to the next level. In this case, you are not in control of the volume. You are just waiting, and waiting isn't growing. You need to properly build a system to generate you predictable leads. Now, let's just look at a competitor, right? If they're running ads, they will be popping up for everyone who is interested in a job on social media, on every single feed that they scroll on. Because with advertisements, you're not just paying for impressions. You're positioning yourself in front of the buyers. If you're running the advertisements, just take a competitor for example, once you're getting referrals, these 60 people online who are looking for a installation job, a fit out job, whatever it could be, can see the ad, trust the business because showing the ads, showing everything that they need, they may be putting on testimonials or actual projects that they've completed to show off their work. The people will watch these videos, see the business multiple times. If you see something multiple times, naturally you will build trust and resonate with that thing. They will resonate, they will build trust, and they will definitely save the contact of that business to be able to contact them whenever they're ready to do the job. When you're not running ads versus your competitors are out there building trust and building more attention for their business with advertising. And you're not even in the full circle. You're not even in the conversation. The people who want to do the jobs don't know you exist, don't know you the way you position your service, don't know if you can actually do the job. And most people nowadays, everyone is on social media. You've been a local business, you've been doing well. With the referrals, with not referrals, maybe you have a good community. So you have the funding. When you do paid ads, you can skip so many steps. You can worry about adjusting the videos or the copies later on. But being able to position yourself in front of the people you want to target, that's the power advertising actually gives you. Because Meta has all these data points about the people who are actually willing to buy a service, especially in your niche. With the paid advertising, you're giving Meta all that funding to use these data points and position you the place where you want to be. And this, funny enough, automatically increases your referrals as well, because people see you everywhere. Let's say you worked with a client before, maybe they forgot to refer you to someone, they forgot to refer their friend who were looking for some sort of installation job, so on and so forth. They see you on social media again, they're like, I did a project with these guys a few years back. Their work is great. From the videos I'm looking, they just keep improving. And I know a friend who wants to do the job. Maybe I can refer them to this business. The main point is, when you're not advertising, you're missing out on all these people who are being taken away from your competitors and the other businesses who are actually putting themselves out there and advertising. Let's take an example of spending $600, just $600 on advertising. That's $20 a day on Meta, which is nothing. With the average cost per lead of $22 that we talked about, let's say the click-through rate is 1.8%. With this ad spend, you're generating around 27 to 40 leads. And if you close 20% of these leads, because you've been targeting the people, these leads are people who are interested in the services that you have. They go through the funnel that we built for them. They give you the details about the project, or maybe you prefer to contact them to get more details through the phone. Completely up to you what you do with the funnel. But if after all the setup, you are getting a 20% close on these leads, you're expecting 6 to 8 jobs consistently every single month from just $600 spent. Let's take these same numbers and look at 12 months. We're looking at around 96 jobs. With this example, let's say the average ticket is $2.5K. We're looking at around $240,000 in revenue. This is like average or maybe below average. A lot of people have higher ticket jobs, and with all of these tools that we have, the funnels are easier than ever to build. And with a proper sales team, closing rates should be minimum at 20%. This is the possibility when you do advertising. This is the kind of outcome you can expect when it's done right. It might not be immediately that huge of a return at first, but you will definitely get a return. Because think about it, all those people who are looking for a job or always scrolling online now see your business all the time in your local area, whether it's in the UK, in the USA, in Canada. This works everywhere. Let's say you have a specific local area, you can target that radius and get people from there only. People will keep seeing you. The projects, the results, the finished jobs, the testimonials and reviews, that hooks people. Whenever they need a job, they come back to you. Next thing I want to talk about. When you're thinking about advertising, you are asking yourself the wrong question. It is not, should I run ads? It's, who will the customer call next? Is it you? Is it someone else? When you answer that question, you realize, if I was a customer and I'm not advertising the business, I was a customer to myself. If I went there to do a quick Google search, maybe I'll find the business. But you're pretty much guaranteed that that customer will see you first if you're advertising. Let me give you another visual. So, business A, they only do referrals. Business B have a meta ads system. With the referral one, maybe monthly leads with the referrals, or maybe some content here and there. They're posting maybe once a month. They might get 3 or 5 leads. There's no pipeline control, no tracking whatsoever. They don't know the data. The revenue per year could fall around 50,000 from this source. And there's absolutely no predictability, as I mentioned, especially if you're relying 90-80% of the businesses from referrals. You're always slightly worried in the back of your mind, unconsciously, that next month you might not get any jobs. You are on the threat. You're not quite sure what to do next. You're always sitting in that position, and sometimes it's really good, sometimes it's really bad, and you don't know what's coming for. Compared to business B, who are running a meta ads system, they're getting way more leads, almost 10x, 27 to 40 people who are interested with the system in place. They're getting the leads and they're tracking the lead movement. Leads comes in, they contact the lead, they update whatever system that they're using to track the movement of the leads, so they can look at the full pipeline and see what to do next. Maybe they need to focus on the sales aspect on the phone. Maybe they need to focus on the sales aspect in the inspection itself, or in the appointment, or if you're a fitness center, the class. Maybe that needs to have some work on the sales. And from there, when you look at the pipeline, you do it from month to month, you know what ads to run, and you're getting consistent results, the conversion rates are stable, you'll be able to have full control and predictability on how many jobs you're getting. And it's consistent. So in this case, predictable pipeline, the calendar is always filled. And if you do the follow-ups properly and everything right, and keep the conversion rate stable and constantly work on improving that as well, you're in full control, my friend. Math is really simple. And especially with the example niche that I'm giving you right here with the home improvement, the average job ticket compared to the lead cost is the return is much higher. In this example, again, of $600 ad spent per month, average ticket of 2.5, one job is breaking even. You're paying 600 and you're making, if you minus the 2.5 with the 600, you're making 1.9. Now imagine you close 6 jobs a month. $600 with the numbers that we have, average cost per lead of $22, you're looking at around 30 to 40 leads. At a 20% conversion rate, you're looking at around 6 to 9 jobs. 6 jobs with the same ticket price is making you $14.4 thousand a month. And if you just remove the 600 from the ad spend, that's 13.8 thousand. Just like that. And you can repeat this month after month after month. The more you do this, the more ads you run, the more experience that you get. And if you get someone to do this for you, they'll get better at understanding the business, understand the type of person that you're trying to target, and you're just going to keep improving. Again, with these same numbers, the return on ad spend is over 20 times. Crazy. But these are real numbers. These are possible numbers that you can do with advertising that you're missing out. Another real life example that will make it more tangible for you to see these kind of results. This is a flooring business. Reviews on Google were amazing. People talking about their installments, they're really high quality, the team was great, they have good reputation, and their revenue has plateaued for the past 2 years. They decided to actually start advertising because of the plateau. And in just 90 days, they 2x'd the lead volume. With the same conversion rates, the same quality, they just pretty much 2x'd the jobs coming in. The market didn't change. They just started showing up more on people's feeds, on people's day-to-day life. When people need a job, when people need that sort of service, now they can see that business, see their views, see the work, and be able to trust that business enough to work with them. Now, if you've made it this far, you're probably one of 2 types of people. The first type of people, they want to figure this out themselves. They don't think the framework is that complicated, which is completely fair. Second type of people is they want someone to handle all of this for them, and they want to focus on the work itself, the service delivery. Now, there still might be a segment of people who still are not sure if advertising is for them, which is fine. You can take the time, but remember, there's a lot of people who have already been doing this, and I'm sure that you've seen people advertise already what kind of results they were getting. You're missing out on all of that, as I showed you today as well. For the people who are on the second category and want someone to do all of this work for them, we actually offer a free discovery call where we look at the business situation right now and see if it's fitting for them to actually start advertising. Show them every possible thing that they can do with the same numbers that they have and in their local area, and basically just see if the system integrates seamlessly for their business. Now, if this sounds interesting to you, there is a link in the bio that I will leave so you can see the next steps to booking this call, and hopefully we'll be able to eliminate the guesswork and start building that system that will predictably and consistently get you these leads month to month. Thank you for watching. Hope you got some value out of this, and I'll see you in the next video.